I'm Spyder Girl Nicole and you're watching Spyder News.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of Spyder News. This week it's been all about SEMA prep. Daddy Longlegs is getting the last few details wrapped up. We've got a couple of rigs in the shop here getting just kind of buttoned up for the show. We've built a couple of rigs for SEMA, and we've supplied parts to several rigs that are going to SEMA, so we're pretty excited to see how they all turned out. SEMA is the Specialty Equipment Manufacturers Association. What that is, it's a trade show, business-to-business trade show, where we get to go see all the new cool parts that'll be available to the consumer next year. We get a lot of great ideas, we get to make a lot of great contacts, and we've got several pretty exciting meetings scheduled, so hopefully I can get to some more details on those when we get back. This is kind of our show season, a lot of shows coming up, and of course Expo just passed. But in between all these shows, we've managed to take a few hours out and get a couple of guys from the shop, and we ran up to Big Bear for the weekend and had some very low-key fun in our Jeep. So take a look. Also new this week are we've got a couple new products. One is actually technically not a new product, but it's the orange tumbler. These tumblers were originally just so Sherry could have something cool to sip her iced tea out of. They were out at enough shows where she was sipping her iced tea out of where people wanted these for their own use, so we put those into production. They're on our webpage. The orange had been gone for a while, but enough of you have asked that the orange tumblers are back, so for those that asked, they're here. Also new is the new printed and embroidered flat bill hat. I don't know if you can see in the video, but this material is actually printed with little spiders, as well as the embroidered spider that we normally have on our hats. It is a flat bill. I know a lot of you are worried that old guys like us can't wear flat bills, but I just put a little curl on the bill, and it turned out to be my new favorite hat. So don't be afraid of it because it's a flat bill. The printing costs a little more, but we bought enough of them where we brought the cost back down, so these will be the same price as our normal flat bill hat. Check them out on the webpage. We actually teased quite a few new products at the Off-Road Expo this year. I'm sure if you've been following along, you also know that we bought a laser and a new press brake. So a lot of these processes have been brought in-house so that we can shorten turnaround time, hopefully keep an eye on quality control. But most importantly, it allows us to design and manufacture these parts right here in-house and get them to you quicker. As we're learning the laser though, these parts are going to be slowly introduced. All the new parts we introduce will be built here by us. So we're doing them one part at a time, we're perfecting it, then we're moving on to the next part. The first part we have for you are the TJ A-pillar light mounts. This is for a 50-inch rigid light. I know we teased a E-series, which is a 2-row light on the Daddy Longlegs. That version still needs some tweaking. We did make a batch of these that we know work for the single row, but these will be discontinued as soon as the universal mount comes out. But in the meantime, this first batch of single row A-pillar light mounts for the TJ LJ will be free if you buy a single row or S-series 50-inch light from Poison Spyder. So these are free while they last until the next batch comes out of Universal. So if you're thinking about buying a single row for your TJ, now's an opportunity to get your light bracket for free. Based on feedback from you guys, this is the most anticipated new part we've introduced or teased at Expo. This is our new narrow JK flare. It's 2 inches narrower than our existing flare, which is about the same width as a stock flare. So for those of you that have been waiting, they will be available for pre-order this week, and we'll probably start shipping late this week or early next week. It's got all the same internal gussets, which I'm not showing here, as our regular JK flares have. They are by far the strongest JK flare available on the market. They don't rely on the factory sheet metal for their mounting or for their strength. So any other metal flare that you attach to a JK is only as strong as what it's attached to, which we all know on a JK is not that strong. So these are attached to the JK subframe, which gives them great strength. And some of you might remember the the photos we have of a YJ actually parked on one of these flares. So again, the strongest flare in the industry. They're actually armor, not just a way to keep mud off your face, but they're actually armor. They've been refined a little bit. They will be one of the best fitting flares on the market. They got a great look. The first couple of batches will probably be available in steel only, and eventually, of course, the aluminum versions will be available. The steel, of course, is the strongest version we make, and if you have an issue where corrosion is more important than strength, then the aluminum version might be the style for you. But for now, these will be available. So if you're interested, give us a call. We'll get you a set shipped out. Thank you for watching this episode of Spyder News. Next week, I'll try my best to upload really cool pictures from the SEMA show, all the latest and greatest parts that I can get my little camera on. I'll be sending them back to the shop here and getting them uploaded. So stay tuned until next time. Thanks for watching Spyder News.